Today I'm going to talk about the economic situation of Armenia. After the end of the dominance of the Soviet Union, the economy of Armenia started to expand. But this expansion stopped in 2009 because of the world crisis. But the government interfered and took loans from the World Bank, and after the investments of these loans, the economy of the country restarted to increase. Currently, the GDP of Armenia is around $10 billion, which isn't that high. The unemployment rate is 17.3%, which is so high, and the inflation rate is 6.2% compared to the base year. So one of the reasons that the inflation rate is so high in the country is because of the huge numbers of monopolies that exist in the country. So usually workers in Armenia work in the agricultural sector. So there are many few workers that work in the industrial sector. Only 16% of the workers work in the industrial sector. So this situation affects negatively on the development of the country, because according to the Lewis model, we must increase the workers in the industrial sector in order to develop our country. And education is one of the most important factors to increase workers in the industrial sector. So in Armenia, exports are less than the imports. This will result to capital leakages because cash flows more out of the country. However, tourists that visit in Armenia are very beneficial for the country's economy, because if they spend money more, the cash will enter to the country. So how can the Lebanese Armenian help to develop more Armenian? So although in Lebanon, all the Armenians' rights are respected, we have many schools, churches, and even radio stations. Furthermore, we have equality in the labor force. After graduating, if we go to Armenia and work there, we will be helping our country by transmitting new and fresh ideas and by developing the industrial sector. Or at least, if we have a very good job in Lebanon and we don't want to travel in Armenia, we could invest in the Armenian rural areas by developing more these areas. Therefore, the country will attract more tourists, which will lead to job creations. So the country's unemployment rate, which is 17.3% and which is a very high rate, will definitely decrease in the upcoming years.